beyond passive peacekeeping. This is what members of the African Union mission in Somalia, AMISOM, do these days. Taking advantage of a recent change in its rules of engagement, AMISOM is now taking the war to the Al-Shabaab militias.
The mandate has been so useful to us because now we have options of pursuing Al-Shabaab. We are no longer restricted. We are no longer restricted. We can just go on the offensive, get them, and enforce peace. We secure the area.
This is one of many front lines in the battle for Mogadishu. In the past few weeks and months, AMISOM and government forces have gained considerable ground. But despite all their losses, Al-Shabaab's ability to hit back with such tactics as suicide bombings remains intact.
The peacekeepers take no chances. Every building and tunnel they capture is carefully examined. They search for explosives and booby traps left behind by their opponents. They also travel in armed personnel carriers to try to avoid roadside bombs and landmines. But the peacekeepers are fighting these battles almost single-handedly. Their partners, Somali government troops and allied militias, are challenged in many ways. Discipline is an ongoing problem. These men were detained on suspicion of stealing, then selling ammunition.
They had also been stealing our guns. It is punishable. If you go and sell ammunition, it is punishable. You don't need to sell ammunition. Now AMISOM is paying them some little money. That's good enough. So why do you sell ammunition?
The African Union peacekeepers have also surrounded Bakara market, Mogadishu's biggest market and perhaps Al-Shabaab's most important base. Depriving Al-Shabaab of the revenue they believe could tip the economic balance in favor of the government, which already controls the seaport and the airport. And just 500 meters behind the front lines, people are returning to their homes. Most of these people were displaced 3 years ago. I am happy to return to my home, this man says. I just pray we don't have to flee again, and the little calm we now have will continue to prevail. But not everyone can return to their homes. The massive bombardments destroyed many houses, and owners of such buildings will have to live elsewhere for a long time. Mohammed Adow, Al Jazeera, Mogadishu, Somalia.